See, hello, this is AJ for AJ's Hiking and Adventure, and today we're going to be going down a gravel road, and the name of the road is Diamond Creek, and I will be telling you how it got its name, and I will be showing you a whole bunch of different things alongside this road. Excuse me. So put on your boots, get yourself some water and a hiking stick, and let's go on to this wonderful adventure. That looked like that would be a nice place to put your RV or tent to go camping. Now, half of this road that I'm walking on, where I did the intro, part of this video, I was standing on the paved part of the road. Half of it's paved and half of it's gravel. Down there, there's a creek down there. I know you can't see it through all the laurel bushes. And that's laurel. Right there, that's laurel. It's the same thing as a rhododendron. There's one of those Kwanzaa huts that my neighbor used to have, but he doesn't use anymore. I don't think it's the same neighbor. Over there is an outhouse. The place has been abandoned for years. Never met the guy. If I can find a better shot of the creek, I will. There it is. That's Diamond Creek right there. Neat little waterfall down there. See right down there? Neat little waterfall. In the wintertime, when it's rained real hard, oh my gosh, that thing will overflood. I think these are the new neighbors here that bought that. Where that, no, I said igloo, but it's not. Yurtsy, I think it's called. They're the ones that bought that place, and I haven't met them yet. Now this is going to be a multi-part video. So you'll see this whole road from beginning to end to where I started this video. I do not do cuts. I do not cut away. It's continuous filming. So let me tell you a little about this YouTube station, this channel. On one of these videos, I'm going to show you how to make homemade fire starter for your camp. It's relatively free to do. I mean, somewhat. I mean, you know, you gotta buy the. Well, you will all see when I get it made. Anybody need a place to live? There's a place named Fisher, and there's a nice logging road. So if anybody wants a place to live, if I had it, I'd buy it. Had the money, I'd buy it. Maybe someday I'll have money for it. There's some esters. They come in different heights. They're all over the place. They're even in Oregon, Washington. I don't know about California. They are here in North Carolina. Never mind the dogs, folks. They won't hurt. They bark all the time. They don't come after me. It would have been a good idea if I would have brought a stick to whack them over the head like you do with the whack-a-mole, those old carnival games. Now that one, ester is short to the ground. Look how tall this ester is. That thing is about 5'6", 5'7", about the height of I am. I also want to try to build a tent made of tarps and flex tape. and it's going to be a type where you can tap from tree to tree. It's not going to have no rods or anything like that. There was a place over here somewhere where there was an underground spring, and I don't know where it's at. It's probably a little farther down the line, where you could fill up your water jugs. If you lost your electricity and had no water, you could fill up your water jugs and have water. I think we're coming up to it here, ladies and gentlemen. My adventurous hikers. It's around here somewhere. I don't know where it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have to. And I used to know where it was because it used to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And earlier this year, when I was doing my filming for this channel, it was completely dried up. And I was going to show you guys that you could take a water container, stick it under there, and drink it. And I was going to drink it right in front of you guys to prove that it was safe to drink. That's why I don't do no cutaways. That's why I don't cut my videos at all. Now, at one time, I was told that this was a logging road way back when. And it ended up being a road that you and me can drive on to this day. You'll see there's a road going up there. This is private property. I won't go up there. Or I may. I mean, there's nobody living up there. I'll have to think long and hard about that one, folks. I think as long as it says no trespassing, I think you're okay. But I have to check up on what the laws are in North Carolina. And if any of you know those laws, please go down to the comments section and tell me. Now you see this road, this part of the road that we're on is relatively flat. But when we get around the next corner, it's going to be downhill. And it's downhill from there. It's a little incline here and there. But it's mostly downhill, and then coming back it's going to be all mostly uphill. And that's going to be the hard one coming back. You're going to be hearing me huff and puff on some of those folks. And I may even stop and take a break. And I know some of you hikers like to look at old stuff. See right there, guys? That's an old school bus. Boy, the stories if that bus could tell. Awesome, isn't it? You know, if any of you want these pictures, I will certainly try to get copies made of them. I'll try to, if I can remember, I'll try to show you where the spigot was, where the water used to come out of the ground. It's kind of sad. It was been coming out of the ground like that for 60 years, and all of a sudden it just stops. It's where I have got water from lots of times, you know, when I needed it, before I carried excess water. Here, I'm also going to show you a waterfall, but I'll show that to you on our trip back. Let me give you some of you adventurous hikers a piece of advice. When you're walking on a gravel road like this, people do not obey the speed limit. And the speed limit around here, well, this part doesn't really have no speed limit. But you see people, and maybe we might be lucky to see one, go faster than they should. And if you do, you have to get way over here. See this embankment? This cliff? Sometimes you have to almost lay on the ground for the cars to pass you. That's how fast and close to get to the edge of the road. And you can see this is only like 1.5 car widths, and you'll see turnoffs like this. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I have learned how to drive on these gravel roads when I got my permit. I was taught how to drive on this, and believe it or not, when you're driving fast on the gravel and you lose control, it's like driving on snow. Not exactly like snow, but like if your back end comes out from the right, you know how you turn your steering wheel to the left to straighten out the curves, to straighten out the slide? That's the same thing here. Now, believe it or not, this road was done by pick, shovel, wheelbarrow, and I wouldn't be surprised if they used some blasting dynamite here. And back in those days, anybody could buy dynamite. You didn't need no license at all. See, up there? That's a little road that goes up and around. And if I can remember, I want to make a video of the small roads up on this. See, they did a lot of spraying. They did that so they wouldn't have to mow it. Here's a place where a guy goes camping once in a while. Private property, no trespassing. If you listen real closely, you can probably hear the waterfall. What I'm going to try to do is when I go on to different city parks, I'll try to get the information of what year the park was established, why, how it got its name, and how many acres and stuff like that. I'll even tell you what town it's in. Usually when I do a city, I do all their parks, I hike all their trails. Now I'm sure this has happened to all of us. I bet you that it has happened to almost all of us, where we're walking down a trail or a road and we trip and fall. I did that once on one of my videos on my other channel, AJ's Hiking Adventure. Yes, there's 2 channels named that. The reason is that people who liked my first one could find this new one. But it shows, and I don't know if you can find it on YouTube anymore, but it showed me walking, and I'm not wearing hiking boots, I'm just walking using regular tennis shoes. But I was using hiking boots, and I normally, when I'm walking, I usually look down from time to time. Well, I wasn't. I went off to the side, to the right-hand side, to show the people about an underground spring. And I was walking, I fell flat on my face. And I didn't cut it, I left it there. Okay, now we're at the bottom of the hill. I'm just showing you the beautiful views. Believe it or not, we're going to have to walk that, folks, to get home. Yeah. When I have to use the restroom, I'll go right through there and do what I have to do in there. I'm going to try to get a video up every Sunday. Alright, I guess this will be it for this part.